The cancer journey is a journey. Your first step is treatment and discomfort and fear. And when you finish that part of your journey, you can move on to discovering that exercise and nutrition, sharing your experience with others, can bring you back to being the whole person that you were before all of those dark days. You can be whole. Survivorship Now will provide a place and provide the experience to help you find that wholeness again and go forward strong and with courage.
Cancer is a complicated disease, and living with cancer is also very complicated as well. Our doctors do a great job of treating us during that initial period, but when we finish those treatments, we're kind of left with a gap in services and a gap of knowing what to do, how to get back into living again.
You know, the diagnosis never leaves one. It's always going to be there. And I think one of the most challenging parts of having cancer is to return to a normal life after. I think it's actually almost more challenging than to go through treatment, because through treatment you basically are very clearly guided and there's always somebody there, there's always a crutch there.
So we're going to have nutrition classes, we're going to have exercise classes, strength training classes, bone building classes, yoga classes, Tai Chi classes, meditation classes, and we have all sorts of lectures that we hope to have. We have someone that's offered to teach us how to write a will. We have someone that wants to teach us how to eat more healthfully. We have some life coaches that want to help us learn how to deal with the stress of dealing with what happens if cancer comes back.
In terms of research, we know that exercise is one of the few interventions that is actually effective for individuals who are going through chemotherapy and beyond to help prevent and ameliorate fatigue. And we also know, in particular with breast cancer survivors, that individuals who exercise have a lower risk of recurrence and improved overall survival.
Getting people exercising after their cancer is really important. It helps with their strength, their fatigue, helps them get moving again. Anybody who's had cancer really needs to get comfortable with their body and work out and get to the gym and keep their weight under control and live a long, happy life.
You know, when you are diagnosed with cancer, you get some information, and if you're like many of us, you look things up on the internet now, but you know, 30 years ago I bought a book. And you know, there's stuff about, oh, should you do chemo or not? You know, you're going to do radiation. And then you finish treatment. And the information stops. That's it, you're done. And the information to go beyond that about fitness and the effect it has on decreasing cancer, about nutrition, and about activity, and all these things and how they fit into your life. And that's important, but it also is a chance to learn more about ways to enjoy life, to get more out of life, and to build a camaraderie and a support group that isn't just sitting there and talking about, well, how are you feeling this week? But about, let's all go for a bike ride. Let's learn about a way to cook more meals that are healthier. Let's learn about a way to travel if you have lymphedema and might have trouble on airplanes. And addressing many of the things, the fatigue that people feel that other people don't see. You look fine. Why are you tired? And to experience that with a group of people who feel the same things is priceless.
I was not put into any support group. I didn't know anything about support groups. I had the best care, there's no question about it, but I never heard that there was an opportunity to talk with anyone about my situation.
I know people with other kinds of cancer and how supportive it is to be in a group that understands what you specifically are going through and help you kind of make your way day to day, year to year.
Having a place to go, such as Survivorship Now, to talk with others who understand about how the chemo felt or how you feel after surgery, especially if you've lost a breast or some other surgical procedure in your cancer. Having someone else to talk to about feeling of loss, because there's a part of you that really grieves, and for that loss, for that difference, you're someone else now.
I just felt so much better. Just part of the exercise, but just looking at everyone else's faces and knowing that I didn't have to explain anything to anyone. They just got it, and I just feel so lucky to have that in my life.
Survivorship Now is going to be fun, and I'm already participating in group exercises throughout the winter, in aquatic classes, in circuit training classes, in hikes. I look forward to snowshoeing, dinners out. It's an incredible bonding experience that we can take the time to enjoy life and move forward. I don't dwell on the past. I don't think about my cancer diagnosis. I think about living life to its fullest with these great, wonderful, loving people.
Going through treatment can land us in a place that we're not really happy with. We might be overweight, we might be feeling kind of down about that, and if we don't know a lot about nutrition, we might not know where to start. I think that the Survivorship Now initiative is going to provide a wonderful place for people to get together and maybe have some fun cooking together or learning about some new recipes and getting information about how to make their journey a little bit easier and make them stronger and healthier.
Having a positive attitude really adds a huge wellness factor. I truly believe that you cannot go forward in a healthy living situation if you are not positive. It's an attitude that you can choose. You can choose to stay under a cloud and never find the good parts and the joy that you, through a sudden discovery, find that cancer can bring to your life by meeting others who are like you and who find the courage to go forward, who just look at every day with a new beginning and celebrate.
Well, community with Dragonheart Vermont or with Survivorship Now, to me, is support for one another, first of all, within the group, support outside of the group, but it also extends to the community at large. I think that whether we're giving in the sense of a community-oriented project that we're giving time to, or whether we're walking the walk with someone who's been newly diagnosed, it all means the same. It's a way that comes bouncing back to us with great joy and great energy. And what I find is that at the end of giving that service, one of the most important pieces is that my wellness is increased. I think it bounces back in that way.
Survivorship Now is your chance to take charge of your life and learn how to live life well. All it takes is reaching out. We will help you. Just go to survivorshipnowvt.org and you can send us an email saying you're interested in getting involved. You can call or email as a survivor to be part of any one of these programs. You can call as a resource person to say that you want to lead one of these classes. You can also donate to this wonderful cause. And the other way you can do it is as a mentor or buddy. We're hoping to connect all of our survivors with either a cancer survivor or just a great supporter who will help people navigate through their cancer journey.